Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Today's topic is going to be on drivers in the Class 1 commercial driving industry. The trucking industry in British Columbia has had some struggles, especially over the past, let's say, 10 years. And it's not just because of fuel rates or freight rates. There's a real shortage of drivers since 2019. I've got some statistics here that I'm going off of. Since 2019, in just British Columbia, driver vacancies have gone up 300% between 2017 and now, current 2025. Wages have increased for drivers. However, there's still tons of trucks without drivers. You know, when you go on Craigslist or Kijiji or Indeed, anywhere you want to look for drivers, there's page after page after page of jobs that aren't being filled. And to be honest, some of these jobs, a majority of them, have pretty good pay structure and pay rates for the driver. Why, might you ask, is there great timing for an ambulance? Anyway, why are we seeing less drivers? There's also a quality of driver, which is another topic. The barrier to entry to be a driver, an employee driver, is what we're discussing, but the barrier to entry for that is so high. I mean, most of the time in British Columbia now, you're paying close to $15,000 or $20,000 for your MELT program, which takes about 100 hours, and that really delays the start of somebody's job. However, I'm sure there are critical parts in that course to help somebody that's never driven before learn how to drive and what may or may not be important. Also, the older generation, no disrespect, is like when I first started, I got my Class 1. I'm 35 now. I got my Class 1 when I was 17 or 18 in Alberta. The older generation didn't want to train me then. So having training now from those guys that are experienced in the past generation that have been doing it for 20, 30, 40 years, you know, I feel like that is even harder to get now, somebody who wants to take the time to train somebody new, equally somebody new that may not stick around. So that's a double-edged sword, if you ask me. What else do I have here? With less drivers out there, it makes things like, you know, I'm in equipment delivery, so to provide a good service, you have to be personable, you have to know how to run the equipment, you have to know how to operate the equipment, you have to know how to plan your route, you have to know not to hit any overpasses, to check your height. These all individually aren't the hardest things, but to try and get that in a person all together can be quite difficult. To find somebody that has that drive, wants to do the job, wants to provide a good customer service, cares for the customer equipment, you know. And then a lot of the time, companies that have those employees struggle to get paid by clients because either the client is not getting paid by their customer or however that's structured. But this has become quite a main focal point, in my opinion, having been in the industry for quite a while, that the quality of new people is not great, which does take time, but also the quality of employers is not great, and the quality of some customers is also not great. I mean, I've definitely moved my share of machines that you wonder how are they even still operating, just given their current condition. I've dealt with customers that are trying to get the wrong machine into the wrong job. You know, this machine is not meant for this job, yet here we are trying to cram a big machine into a small residential neighborhood with tons of obstacles, cars on the road, all this. And you want to put a driver in a truck for $30 or $35 an hour, which is what an experienced driver is on average making. And it's up to them to deal with all these hurdles set in front of them by their company, by their customer, you know, and there's not a lot of mitigation between the phone ringing, people finding out what the job is, dispatching the job with the correct information to the driver. So there's tons and tons of hurdles in this industry that I see just on a daily basis that make it hard for new drivers to come on board and gain that experience and not want to just leave and go do something different. More than lately, I see quite a big opening in the highway work, a lot of BC, Alberta, or British Columbia into the States, even across Canada. But I mean, that's another person that you want to bring on that wants to be away from home anywhere from 5 to 2 weeks at a time. And, like I said before, the pay for that can be quite good, quite rewarding, but not a lot of people are wanting to get into that right now. So, there is quite a downfall there. But let's see your comments on this short video. Let's hear your opinion and what my part 2 to this video will be. Will be based off of your comments and your feedback. So if you like this video, hit the like, subscribe. Please leave a comment below with your thoughts, experience. Hopefully I'm getting out there to other truck drivers, other people in this industry that can offer some knowledgeable and good feedback. So yeah, drop a comment below and look forward to part 2 of drivers in the trucking industry. Thanks, my name is Trevor, and we'll catch up with you soon.